As Kendrick Lamar gave his iconic performance during Super Bowl, everybody was surprised seeing Serena Williams doing her creep walk while Lamar performed Not Like Us, which is a diss track to Drake. So the question had to be asked, what's up with Serena and Drake? In 2015, Serena was playing one of her most successful seasons, but out of surprise, Drake was one of the most constant presence in her games. Drake was at the Wimbledon game sitting next to Serena's sister Venus during her quarterfinal win over Victoria Azarenka. By the time she made it to Wimbledon's final, she had more star power than ever, with Drake joined by. And Drake was not acting like a typical celebrity fan though, someone who would just show up for a match and then leave. No. Drake was trailing Serena around the Wimbledon's facility like a puppy, following her everywhere he could. And it is reported by Ben Rothenberg, who is a writer for New York Times on tennis and other sports, as he was covering the whole story. And months later, it was obvious that the Drake was there when Serena played in Toronto, his own hometown. The most stunning story was him of following Serena to the next tournament after that, moving to the far-flung Cincinnati suburb of Mason, Ohio, to remain by her side. After Serena Williams won the tournament, Drake was there in the player lounge during the interview, next to Serena and her coach, till she leaves to the locker room. So hence proved that Drake was clearly very into Serena. But it was never clear that how serious Serena was about him. Because as this all thing was happening, Serena had already met her future husband, Alexis Ohanian, a few months earlier in Rome. Drake also followed Serena to New York, where Serena had heartbreaking loss in the US Open semifinals to Roberta Vinci that ended her Grand Slam bid. And later, Drake was also at her show at New York Fashion Week, where she showed her off HSN clothing line. But in December, Serena accepted her 2015 Sports Illustrated Sports Person of the Year award. Alexis was there as her plus one, and Alexis had occupied this role for Serena ever since, as they got married in 2017. So it's clear that Serena moved on from Drake, but Drake seemed to have much tougher time moving from Serena. 7 years after whatever their relationship had been, Drake addressed Serena and Alexis in his 2022 track Middle of the Ocean. He said, "Sidebar Serena, your husband a groupie." He claimed, "We do not got a problem, but no boo, it is like you coming for sushi." Of all the insults for Drake to come up with, groupie was a wild projection. He was addressing the guy who actually married, settled down, and had kids with a woman who he used to follow around on the tour. Well, Serena and Alexis, fresh off their 5-year anniversary, enjoyed responding to the diss track, and Alexis wrote down, "The reason I stayed winning in this because I am relentless about being absolute best at whatever I do." He also said, including being the best groupie for my wife and daughter. Well, cut back to the present. Kendrick Lamar won a rap feud with Drake in 2024 that brought us his track Not Like Us that got so successful that Drake eventually filed a lawsuit. Lamar was named halftime performer for the Super Bowl. He invited Serena to the iconic stage, giving her a chance to make her thoughts on Drake clear in front of the world, which brought us to the iconic Serena crepe dance move.
No, they not like us. Are you my friend?